Over the weekend, Kernville Elementary School was notified that a staff member tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. After doing further investigations on possible exposures and speaking with the public health department, they're allowed to remain open. On Monday, Kernville Elementary announced to the community that a woman who works at the school tested positive for COVID-19. Officials say the staff member was exposed to someone who was positive off campus and found out 4 days later. Once she found out, she immediately quarantined and got tested. She received her results on Sunday night.
Our staff was taking the appropriate precautions, and so it is likely that we won't see a significant spread of COVID-19. And I'm also thrilled that no students have been directly exposed to this staff member.
To their knowledge, the individual who tested positive had some slight interaction with another staff member who was also being quarantined. And one other staff member tested positive before this case, but has now since recovered. The school adds that they are in constant contact with public health.
That's correct. So far, we have no other known exposures in our school from this particular incident, and the school will not be closing unless public health recommends it.
Kernville Elementary has moved back to operating classes in person by slowly returning students over the last 4 weeks. That includes transitional kindergarten, K-5, first, second, and third grade. As of right now, they have 40 kids on campus with 14 kids in each classroom, socially distanced, all while doing split classes in the morning and afternoon. Officials say if a student tests positive, they have a plan in place.
We talked about, this just brings up the scenario. What happens if you have a child that comes to school and they later test positive? It would likely be if there was a student that was positive, that classroom would be excluded from school to quarantine for the 14 days recommended.
The school says it has also notified all faculty and parents and are continuing to follow strict required safety measures. They do want to remind parents, if you aren't comfortable with sending your child back, there are other options.
But at any point that a parent might be nervous, maybe there's an outbreak in the community that they've heard about, and they're nervous about having their child at school, they can simply pull them out of the classroom and continue in a distance learning module. We have gotten good, or at least better, at distance learning.
The school shares they will continue to clean and sanitize all bathrooms, classrooms, and buses. And if you have any further questions, you can directly reach out to the school's nurse. For now, in Bakersfield, Leslie Gooden, 23 ABC News, connecting you.